Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby, if you are not already familiar with me, and I usually do videos about personal finance or organization, things like that. I also like to do lifestyle content as well, and today's video is going to be my 2026 holiday, my 2025 holiday gift guide. I did a video like this last year and I just love putting together lists of good gifts or things that I think general people would like to receive during the holidays. This was a lot of fun for me to make and I'm super excited to share my list with you. I think that gift giving is a little bit of an art. You really need to think of things that are actually going to be something that person's going to use. Nothing worse than getting a gift that you're just going to throw away. Plus, I also think you need to take that person into mind. What do they like? Get them something that means a lot to them or is really useful in their life. I think also trying to buy things that people wouldn't buy themselves is a great way to go about gifting. Maybe this person doesn't want to spend a ton of money on this certain type of object or buy the more expensive version of something, and you can sort of add a little luxury to their life by getting them something that maybe is the top tier of whatever category that item is in. My gift ideas will sort of flow with the cheapest items at the top, and then we're gonna move into the more expensive items. I know people want to spend a completely different range of prices for gifts, so I wanted to take that into account. I have some basically free gifts, and then I have some extremely expensive gifts as well. I personally like to spend somewhere in the ballpark of like $100 to $150 per person in my life. That's usually just what I aim for or what seems like a good number, but there are definitely people in my life where I will splurge on them sometimes. So I just wanted to include gifts of all different price ranges. Without further ado, I think we should get into it because I have a lot of products to cover. I also divvied this up between general gifts, unisex gifts, or specifically female gifts, and then I have a special section for like typically male gifts as well. I also just wanted to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Level 8. I will talk about them more in a little bit. Okay, so let's start with some basically free gifts. So I think with basically free gifts, the best way to go about things is to DIY things that are either relatively cheap or maybe items you might already have, and then using gift wrap packaging to make it a little bit more luxurious or to feel more intentional. A great idea that's basically free is you could dehydrate some orange slices, lemon slices, things like that, put them in a cute little mason jar with a bow. Then you have cocktail dried fruits for cocktails and beverages. I think another great idea is to make like a bag of potpourri. Dried flowers look so good in vases. You can actually dry flowers at home, and then you can put a cute little piece of twine around it, put it in like a paper wrap. I think another great idea is to get thrifted frames at the thrift store, so you can get cute, older, more vintage looking frames. Get a nice photo of you and that person, and then also some wallpaper. And I've seen this like really cute trend where you layer the photo with wallpaper in a bigger frame, and I think that would be such a cute gift and probably cost you like 20 bucks max. I always love receiving cute house plants, so you could get somebody a nice house plant and then put it in a cute pot. You could either thrift the pot or you could find something cheaper at a place like IKEA. And while we're talking about thrifting stuff, I think you can actually put together a super cute thrifted gift. I have some images I found of like cute ideas. I saw people finding more antique looking glassware and then filling it with a candle. So you could just make your own candle at home, melt the wax in the cute thrifted glassware and add some essential oils, things like that. And there you go. You have a cute candle to give to somebody that's basically cost you nothing. I think thrift stores have really excellent like wicker baskets, frames, old antique looking dishware, candlesticks that would look really great in someone's home. You can just put together like a little bundle. I've seen people do this, like a thrifted gift bundle. And I think that's a great way to not spend too much, but to have like more items to actually give to somebody. Let's move into some more cheaper gifts that aren't completely free, but are relatively cheap. A great gift to give somebody is a heatless hair tool. I have so many different forms of heatless hair tools and I absolutely love them. They're relatively cheap, like $20 on Amazon. And I think that person, especially if they're into doing their hair, would really enjoy having a system that they don't actually have to do their hair. You can basically wake up, you have great hair, and you can get going with your day. Oh my God, you guys, my cats are going crazy. Next up, I think that cute little home decor pieces are always a great gift, especially for people who like interior design. I think that Anthropologie has really great stuff, like really cute candlesticks, little trays. Simon's here in Canada also has great stuff. You can get get just little knickknacks. I think a lot of people need those tiny little decor pieces a lot more in their homes, and they can be kind of hard to come by. So I think if you just get something that maybe is expensive and you wouldn't want to pay for yourself, like a really nice candlestick, but something that looks really cool and will actually be a part of their home, I think that's a great idea. I gifted my dad this last year and he absolutely loved it. These are the Drift car air fresheners. They are like a wood magnet that you can put on your visor in your car, and they are so good. They smell amazing. They last so long. I bought my dad, I think like 6 refills, so we should have had air fresheners for at least like 6 to 12 months. I also think a great gift is to give the gift of great sleep. I personally cannot sleep anymore without my eye mask and my earplugs at night. I bought mine from Amazon, but there are lots of brands that do like higher end versions of these if you wanted to go a little bougier. I personally recommend the face masks that have the lifted little bumpers around your eyes so that you can actually open your eyes underneath. And they're also incredible for just complete blackout, like no light coming in, the best way to sleep. These loop earbuds also, I am a huge fan of. I cannot sleep without these anymore. They just help me so much with blocking out the sounds when David's up and walking around, and also just general city sounds. We have lots of downtown ambient noise, so I really love these earbuds. I think a great gift is to find a local vendor for something like candles. I think that getting somebody something that supports local business, that's also a little bit more elevated and is a little different from the typical like Bath and Body Works candle. I personally love Milk Jar Candles here in Calgary. They're a local business and they have the best candles and smells. There are so many different local vendors, I'm sure. Go to a market or a farmer's market, something like that. That's a great way to find local candles. I think another great gift is books or gift cards to purchase books. I think it can be difficult to buy somebody books, especially when you don't know exactly what they currently have or what they've already read. So I think a gift card is a great way to allow them to purchase some books. You can also see if they have something like Goodreads or any of those other apps to check what they have read and what they've listed that they've read, and then you can sort of figure out what genres they're into and you can buy a book in that genre. Another great gift I think is to buy somebody an annual subscription that they would have paid for otherwise. So think like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Premium, any sort of subscription that is kind of annoying for us to pay for. I think that's a great gift because then, you know, they don't have to even think twice about it. They can just keep it for the full year and it's all covered. I think another cute gift is to get the Jellycat keychains. I have recently fell in love with the little coffee one. For a long time, I was like, I don't really understand the whole Jellycat thing, but I think the keychains are a really cute way to like have a little bag charm, have a little stuffed cute thing without like actually having stuffed animals around the house. I think this would be a great way to like add on to a gift. Maybe if you give somebody like a bag or like a gym bag, something like that, you could just strap on a cute little Jellycat and it's like an extra gift. If you know the person in your life loves matcha, or maybe you always see them getting matchas at coffee shops, I think a great gift is to give somebody a high quality matcha with a little matcha kit on the side. So this usually comes with like a bamboo whisk, a little bowl to whisk up your matcha in. You can get some really cute ones on Etsy. I think a really thoughtful gift is to get somebody a hobby or thing that they can do. Maybe it's a puzzle. I've recently been seeing these Row Life little tiny, I don't know what to call them. They're like little bookstores that you put on your bookshelf and they look so cute on a bookshelf, and then it's actually, you get to make it. So it's like both a hobby and an item at the end of it. I am actually really obsessed with these and I want one right away. Or maybe if you know they like to do cross stitch or knitting or something like that, you know, maybe buy them a kit. I think that a hobby is a great gift because it gives them something to do, especially in the winter when it can't really do anything else. Oh, there's Christmas tree flocking in my coffee. Oh, I don't even think I should drink this. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna drink that. Okay, next up is like water bottles and coffee mugs. I am truly obsessed with Yeti. I love the water bottles, the coffee mugs, all of it. I really want one of the mugs that have the lids on them. I just like a mug. I feel like a tumbler is great for transportation and like when you're moving and grooving, but I am home a lot of the time and I just love the experience of holding a mug. So I really want one of those mug tumblers that have the lids on them so it keeps your drink hot. I also had the Yeti water bottle with the straw. Absolutely loved it. I think just water bottles in general are a great gift, especially those expensive ones like the Owalas, the Hydro Flask, Yetis, Stanleys, all of those. I think those are obviously great gifts, but make sure that that person doesn't already have a water bottle that they love because you really don't need like 5 of these. I think one of the best gifts I've ever gotten was a $50 gift card to a coffee shop because I feel like getting coffees can be stigmatized as like a bougie thing to do or like a ridiculous thing to spend money on. Having completely guilt-free coffee is an amazing gift to give somebody. We're gonna gonna get into some more like clothing items and things like that, I think a great gift is the Sheer-Tex tights. They're those like rip resistant tights that are supposed to last you years and years and years, but they are kind of expensive up front. So it's not something that typically people will want to buy themselves. Like when you have the option to get like $60, $70 tights versus like a $15 pair of tights, I think you're probably gonna go with the $15 pair, but you don't know how nice it is to have a pair that is just always good until you have it. As somebody who owns one pair of Sheer-Tex tights, I highly recommend them. I bought them, I think 3 years ago now, and they are rip resistant. They last so well, and they're also really great for kind of suctioning you in. I think a great stocking stuffer or little gift to add on, or it could just be the gift itself, is a bougie lip balm. There are so many brands at this point. I will show some options. There's like Summer Fridays, Rhode. I think just getting somebody a bougier lip gloss, something that's not like a standard drugstore brand, I think is just like a nice touch to a gift. Going along with that, with like the luxurious version of something that you wouldn't want to buy yourself, I think the gift sets for bougier shower label brands like Necessaire and Way are a great gift. They have the cutest little gift boxes at Sephora where you can get a small version of every single product. It's a great way for someone to try out the product, see if they actually like it. They also look incredible in a shower, so I think it's just that little bit of luxury in that person's life. Kind of a random one, but I love getting these at Christmas. Microfiber hair towels and face towels. I am a microfiber girl. I have a ride or die microfiber towel I use every single time I wash my hair. It just dries your hair so much quicker and it gets rid of all the moisture, and it also is gentle on your hair. And I love using a makeup melting balm with a microfiber towel to take my makeup off. It's a great way to be environmentally friendly. There's not like makeup wipes that you're throwing out every single day, but I just wash every single one every time I use it. So I love having 20. I almost feel like there's never too many because there's always some that get old and dingy and I have to throw them away. So even if the person already has them, you appreciate having more of them because it's less laundry. I think a really nice, high quality bedside charging system is a great gift for somebody. I've seen these ones, but I think the brand is Curated. They do like a leather one. They are a wireless charging mat and they have a spot for you to put all of the little things that are in your pockets at the end of the day. And I think they just look really excellent on a bedside table while also being functional. Giving belts is another great idea for a gift. I never want to buy myself a belt. It's just one of those things that sucks when you don't have them, but I never go out of my way to buy them. I think getting a nice black or brown belt that works with everything, maybe it has a little bit of gold hardware or silver hardware, whatever that person likes. I am a Aritzia girl, as you all know, and I think it's a little bit more difficult to buy somebody clothes unless they specifically asked you for something, but I do think this pair of pants from Aritzia is just a generally good item for the women in your life. These butter recovery pants, they are so soft. They're the butter material, which is very similar to Lululemon Align. They're just so comfortable, but they look really good. I have the dark olive color and I am truly obsessed with them. They kind of look like dress pants in some settings and they're extremely comfortable. So it's kind of a win-win. And I don't think there's a single person out there that wouldn't enjoy these. Next gift idea is a gift basket. I love the idea of putting together a bunch of stuff that's themed. Definitely my favorite theme for this is kitchen stuff. You could get like a wicker basket from a thrift store to put everything in, and then get them like a really cute cutting board or like charcuterie board. Put a nice olive oil in there, some jams, you know, some dried nuts. You could do the orange, the dehydrated oranges, things like that. You could even just go to HomeSense for this whole one, or Home Goods in the US, and just pick up a bunch of like cute little knickknacks, throw them all together in a basket, and you can like wrap it and put a bow on it. I think this is such a thoughtful, well curated gift for that person, especially if they like to host. A great gift to get is jewelry. I'm not a huge fan of spending money on jewelry, so I love to be gifted jewelry. I think this is one of the main things I ask for at the holidays, especially for jewelry that I do not want to pay for. I will highly recommend Missouri's solid gold items. They are expensive, but it is amazing to have jewelry that you can just wear every single day. You don't have to worry about taking it off. You don't have to worry about it tarnishing, and Missouri does really good solid gold stuff. These rings here on my middle finger is disregard my bleeding knuckles. My hands have been so dried here, but I have this like wraparound gold ring, and then I also have this tiny, it's supposed to be a signet ring, but it's turned around. Yeah. It's a signet ring, and these are solid gold. I do not have to worry about them tarnishing at all. They are expensive, don't get me wrong, but I think a great gift if you're willing to spend the money. And Missouri usually does 20% off right before the holidays. If you're looking for just as high quality but not solid gold items, so if you're sticking to that like less than $150 budget range, I highly recommend Ana Luisa. Their stuff, for some reason, their gold vermeil stuff actually lasts. I have the Huggies in my ear. I bought them 2 Christmases ago. I never take these out. I shower with them every single time I shower, and they have yet to tarnish. They've yet to show any signs of wear and tear. So I highly recommend them. And I think they're under $100 as well for both pairs. I think simple, understated jewelry is just nice to have. I don't think that getting somebody something that's a little bit more out there is a good idea because you just don't know if it's going to work with their personal style. But do pay attention to whether they wear gold or silver, because I know that people are switching to silver a lot more. So just be careful with the type of jewelry you're getting them. And if you're thinking that they would maybe like a mix of both, there's a lot of mixed metal jewelry out right now as well. I think another great idea for a gift is a milk frother, especially for coffee lovers in your life. I previously had the Nespresso milk frother and I thought it was great. It did the job. It has a cold setting, it has a hot setting. It's not that expensive. It just looks sleek on the counter as well. So I think that's a great option. I currently have the Smeg milk frother. I'm not a huge Smeg person. I honestly don't think they're that good of quality, but I actually really love the milk frother. It has so many different settings. You can pick how much foam you want. You can do cold, you can do like a hot chocolate setting. There's so many settings in it. It's also huge. So if you want to make like batch milk for like several cups of coffee, I think it's a great option. Another gift for the coffee lover in your life, if they have a Breville or any sort of espresso machine at home, is to get them a cute portafilter tamp set. So I actually really want one of these. You can buy little sets on Etsy, or I think Amazon even has them. There is like the twist on portafilter thing, so it actually like presses down the coffee perfectly, and you can get like a little thing that holds it and looks really cute on the counter. I also think that a cute handcrafted mug is a great gift. You could also put stuff in that mug when you're gifting it, so I think that's a really cute option. I personally fell in love with some mugs on Etsy that I will put photos up on the screen. You could also go to farmers markets, things like that, and try to find locally handmade items, or Instagram. I actually know of a lot of artists on Instagram that you could just buy from their website there. Next up is diffuser rods. I think diffusers can be a little bit more of a bougie gift. If you want to go for like a little bit of a cheaper price tag, I think that just getting a scent with diffuser rods is a great idea. I absolutely love the one from PF Candle Co. I always have at least one of them in my house. I personally love the teakwood and tobacco scent. It's so delicious. I think that getting gifted meal delivery is a great idea. If you get them a meal delivery kit, I personally am obsessed with Fresh Prep here in Canada. They basically send you all the ingredients you need to make a full meal, and you can get like up to a few meals a week. I like just do a gift card to that place. Their meals are covered, especially if they're a busy person. I think this is a great idea. You could also do something like Factor where they're ready to eat meals. You just have to microwave them. So I think this would be great for the busy person or somebody that doesn't love to cook. Doing something together can be a great gift idea as well. So maybe it's like a cooking class or a pottery making class. That would actually be really cool because then you get to keep an item after the class and then you also get to do the experience together. Let's talk pajamas. I think pajamas are always a great Christmas gift, and I think getting somebody a maybe more luxurious pair of pajamas that they wouldn't otherwise buy themselves. I have been eyeing the new pajamas that dropped at Aritzia. They have like silk pajamas. They're definitely expensive, but I think this is an amazing gift because I am certainly not buying that for myself, but once I have it, I'm sure I would feel like a princess. You could also go with like a mid-range pair of pajamas as well. Ooh, I think to go along with that, luxurious slippers. This is another thing that people are probably not buying themselves, but are really nice to have once you have them. I recently picked up a pair from the brand Barber at Simon's, and I just thought that they were so luxurious and gorgeous, and definitely not something I would ever pay for myself. Next up, I think like gym bags or just general weekender bags are a great idea to buy somebody. I wouldn't necessarily want to buy somebody a purse because I'm not entirely sure on their fashion sense, but I think like a duffel bag is a duffel bag, you know what I mean? I think just going with brands that are going to last a long time and have lots of space is the key. I personally love the mini weekender bag from Base. I've had this bag for probably 4 years now, I would say, and I used it every single day when I went into the office, and I use it for a lot of weekend trips as well. It has this completely removable base that you can put shoes in if you're going for like a weekend trip, and then the top part is also just extremely functional. That was what I would take to work every day. It fits like my giant work laptop and has like a laptop sleeve in there. There's so many pockets. There's like their, what is it, the keychain? It's like a thing that they have in their bags. It has that as well. I just think it's just such a versatile bag, and they have so many colors now, so super cute. I also think you can't go wrong with Lululemon gym bags or like totes. I will put some on the screen that I've absolutely been loving the look of. I recently got a more purse size one, but I could still fit a lot of stuff in that for like going to the gym or Pilates or something like that. Okay, we're gonna get into some more luxurious, more higher end budget gifts. Okay, first up, I wanna give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Luggage Aid. I think that such a great gift idea is to purchase somebody a suitcase. One of those things that I never, ever, ever wanna buy myself, but having a good quality, compact, well thought out piece of luggage is so important for having successful trips. And also when you're like hauling stuff around an airport. I recently had my carry-on crap out on me and I could not wheel it across the airport. I was actually losing my mind. It was driving me crazy. I had to use like just the back two wheels. It was not a fun experience, let me tell you that. So I think a high quality piece of luggage is just such a thoughtful and also useful gift. And it's also probably gonna be something that they're not gonna get rid of for a long, long time. I've been absolutely loving the look of this one. This is the Voyager carry-on level 8 suitcase. I will include some more thorough shots of it, but it comes with a full locking system on the top here. Like you can see, you get a pin, you get like a full lock, and it just works with the zippers. Pop those in. So obviously security, important. People wanna steal and do crime. That's just a known thing. So I always feel a lot better when my suitcases have locks on them, and you can set your own pin and feel safe and secure. I also love the aesthetic of this bag. I think this top handle is so unique and different and just feels, I don't know, just feels bougie. It feels luxurious. It looks sophisticated. I think also it probably is a better use of the space in the back of the suitcase. I feel like when you have the handles like closer to the middle, like that's, you know, that's priority space here. These are just on the very edges. So I think that just makes a lot more sense. You have two full zippered sections. This is like the main one you would put your like clothes and stuff in. And then you have so many pockets here, which is so nice. And also a pocket for liquids. Haven't you all had that issue where your liquids go all over your bag? It's the worst experience. And yeah, it's a full zipper here. This is of course good for carry-on sizes, I think internationally. I just think this is a wonderful gift. As somebody who, I don't think I've ever bought myself a suitcase, I've always asked for them as gifts. I can really say that this is just such a great gift idea overall. And I think that every time you travel with that bag, you think of the person who bought it for you. Oh, and also I think if you have the funds, getting a full set that matches, like a full suitcase and a carry-on that matches, that's also an excellent way to go about it if you were a high roller.
Luggage 8 is running a Black Friday sale for 20% off, so make sure you check out the discount code and the link in my description box down below. And once again, thank you to Luggage 8 for sponsoring this video.
Okay, next is Fable dishware, or you could just get somebody a beautiful set of dishes. I think this is an excellent gift, especially if somebody in your life has recently moved or is maybe moving in with their partner for the first time. I think this is a great thing to buy for somebody else. The Fable dishware is stunning. It is the only dishware I have. I actually won an Instagram ad many years ago, so I got 2 full sets of Fable dishware and they are the best. They dishwash, there's no signs of wear on them. I also have the silverware set, the gold silverware set, which is absolutely stunning. And I really want their shatterproof glasses. Me and David have broken, I think like 2 full sets of glassware. We've seriously broken every single glass in the sets. I am just prone to breaking glassware, so I think getting somebody a shatterproof glassware set is something that they're gonna have for years. I have to mention my absolute favorites, Ultra Human, the Ultra Human ring, which I'm currently wearing right now. I have put so many people onto this. I think almost all of my friends and family have this at this point. I am such a huge fan of this. There are so many cool metrics about your health. It shows you your sleep every day, your fitness, your steps. It shows you incredibly cool metrics like your brain's age, your blood and how it's pumping through your body and all the metrics relating to it. It also gives you signals about stress, your caffeine window. There's just so much amazing information in this app and I'm so obsessed with it. Me and my sister are always like chatting about our scores the day before and comparing everything. So I think that this is a great gift, especially also because it's not a subscription model. You just buy the person the ring and they don't have to pay for it every single month, unlike a couple other fitness trackers that I know of. I think that a stunning gift, if you know that this person would wear this sort of jacket, is the slouch coat from Aritzia. It is one of the the most loved jackets at Aritzia, and it is just such a beautiful, warm coat. I personally have the brown color. I will put the image of it on the screen, but I think just like black or brown is a good way to go if you're gonna buy somebody a coat that you're not certain on what color they want. I think this is one of those items that you just have in your closet for forever. There's just nothing about it that is incredibly trendy or anything like that. It's just a staple and it's gonna stay with me for a very, very long time. While mentioning Aritzia coats, I have to mention the Super Puff. I recently just got my very first Super Puff and I get the hype. It is like being hugged by clouds. It is the best feeling. I genuinely don't want to wear any other jacket at this point. It keeps you so warm, and they also have so many colors and finishes. They have like shiny, matte, all the different finishes as well. So you can find one that will work for just about anybody. One of my favorite gifts I've ever received was my Vitamix. I got a Vitamix for Christmas from my dad. After I went vegan, he graciously bought me a Vitamix, and I have had that same Vitamix to this day. Actually, not the same one. He bought it at Costco, and a couple of them are broken, but I just returned them at Costco and they give me more money to go buy a new one. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. I've heard great things about the Ninja one as well, so you don't have to spend an arm and a leg for a blender, but a high-speed blender I think is a must in the kitchen. Next is a Dyson vacuum. These cordless vacuums are actually really good these days. The first few models, not so good, but I have the pet hair one. It's amazing. As a cat owner, they are incredible. I love being able to vacuum my car as well. They're just so multifunctional, and the batteries are actually really good on them these days. Speaking of vacuums, I have to mention my mop vacuum Roomba. I love this thing to death. I have it set up with automation, so every 2 days it vacuums for me. As somebody who is incredibly lazy when it comes to vacuuming, this is the gift that is like the best ever. Like, it's absolutely solving a problem, especially for people who are busy or who have pets. I think this is a great idea for a gift. I think it was like $350 or something like that, so expensive, but not $800, $900, that kind of thing. I recently received the Our Place air fryer, like the cute little air fryer from my mom as a birthday gift, and I actually think it's the cutest air fryer in the world. Air fryers can be notoriously hideous. I think having a cute air fryer really helps your overall kitchen aesthetic. This one is definitely smaller than what I'm used to, but it definitely gets the job done. There's a lot of vertical room. It's not the biggest like horizontally, but you can definitely put more than one row of stuff in it. It has so many different features. It's like a toaster, an oven, air fryer, dehydrator, all of that in one. Definitely aesthetic and also functional. Next is one of my favorite things in the entire world. It is my Aromatech diffuser. It's actually just in the back here. This diffuser is insane. If you struggle with getting like a scent throughout your entire house, this covers so much ground. I obviously have never lived in a super huge home. I'm always in apartments, like 1-2 bedroom apartments, but the second you walk in my door, you can just smell the most amazing fragrances ever, which is another thing I love about Aromatech is they have the best scents. They do hotel scents. So you know when you go to like a luxury hotel and it has like such a curated smell and it's always the same, like I think of the Shangri-La. They literally have the Shangri-La scent. They have so many different hotels. They have like Hilton resorts and all of that. They're so high quality and just luxurious. I feel like it makes you feel like you live in a hotel. I think it's one of those things I overlooked for so long. I was like, I can just buy a candle, it's no big deal. But once you have a scent that makes your home feel luxurious and you can smell it everywhere in your home, they're also clean fragrances. So that's another reason I love them. Yeah, I highly recommend this one. This is the one that covers the more square footage. So if you have a larger home, I would highly recommend this version. It is the most expensive one, but if you live in a small apartment, you could probably get away with the mini version, the cheaper version. And another one of my favorite gifts of all time was receiving the AirPod Pros. I have the same pair of AirPod Pros I got 4 years ago. There's a lot of issues I have with them now because I put them through the wash twice, but outside of that, I think I would still be using them like daily if I hadn't done that. They have lasted me so long and they're incredibly good quality. The noise canceling is really good on them. I've heard the new AirPod 3s are even more legit. And for something that I use every single day, the cost associated isn't that bad really. Okay, let's go into more male specific gifts. A lot of the gifts I've mentioned already could be unisex or used for both men and women, but I wanted to feature some specifically male gifts if you have like a boyfriend, partner, anything like that. Okay, I think guys can definitely skimp out on beauty, I don't want to call it beauty, but you know, personal care stuff. I think men can just sort of grab anything from the drugstore. So I think buying them something a little bit more intentional, especially if you have good knowledge of what works. And you know, as a woman, I'm like, oh, David, you should have a skincare routine. I think giving them like a hair pomade or gel, especially if they have like a style they wear where they would need that. And as far as skincare, obviously we don't want to assume that whatever skincare needs they need, but something like niacinamide I think would work for almost anybody. It just helps with moisturization and skin tone. I think the one from The Ordinary is super affordable and also has really great results. I think also just getting them a really high quality moisturizer. You can get really good moisturizer at the drugstore. You do not need to go to like a bougie place. La Roche-Posay has really good ones. CeraVe and those like natural brands also have really great ones. I also really love the one from e.l.f. It smells amazing and works really well. And I also think another great gift to get a man in your life is sunscreen. I don't think men are wearing sunscreen as much as us girlies are. Buying them a sunscreen that's not gonna leave a white cast or anything like that and doesn't look dewy or anything weird, I think is a great idea. I love the Beauty of Josie on one, and it's also easy to find at a bunch of different places. Next is a digital timer. This seems kind of random, but my brother had this at his house and David recently just purchased one. You can basically set a timer and it has like a beeper that goes off, and it looks really cool and sleek and it looks nice on a desk. I think these are actually a great idea if somebody works from home or maybe just struggles with staying concentrated on a task. Next is a candle. Yes, men can have candles as well. I think just sticking more toward unisex or more masculine smells, things that have maybe more musk and things like that is a great idea. And obviously that look not too feminine, or you know, if they want the feminine candle, get them the feminine candle. No hate here. I'm just saying if you want to buy a man a candle and they don't own any candles, you gotta tiptoe in, you know? I think this one from Anthropologie looks more masculine, and then I think also the smell would be a little bit more masculine as well. I think toiletry bags are always a great gift. I feel like toiletry bags can usually always be replaced. This one from Lululemon is gorgeous and not super expensive, but still a little bit luxurious. Fragrance discovery sets are also a great gift because you don't have to specifically pick out a scent for the person in your life. They still get to pick from the options you're given. This is a great way for them to trial out different fragrances, and then maybe you could give them an IOU for the full bottle or something like that if you're willing to spend a little bit more. This way the person actually gets to decide what scent they want. I think almost anything from Lululemon is a great gift because the price tag is just that little bit more, but it's also excellent quality and that person's gonna have it for a really long time. That's usually what I want to go for with gifts, is obviously not spending an insane amount, but also getting something that's a little bit higher quality, something that's going to last that person a really long time is really important to me. The sweatsuits from Lululemon look absolutely gorgeous. I love this just creamy white one. My brother also recently got a sweatsuit from Gymshark and he absolutely loves it. He says it's so comfortable and it also looks excellent. So I will also put a photo of that up on the screen. I think you can't really go wrong with sweatsuits. They are super comfortable. You can wear them at home, but they also look put together if you get a matching set. Similarly to getting a leather belt for a woman, I think getting a leather belt for a man is a great idea as well. I'm always buying the men in my life some leather belts. This one from Uniqlo is genuine leather and it's a great price tag. David recently got this Carhartt duffel bag for his gym bag or to use when he's going to play rec sports. I just think it is that little bit of a luxury brand. Carhartt's like just a little bit nicer, but it's actually a very affordable price. I think this is like $75 Canadian. I was scrolling through Uniqlo and I genuinely think that if you're a man and you're not wearing Uniqlo, what are you doing? They have such good menswear. Some of my favorites from looking through was the JW Anderson straight leg jeans. I think these are excellent jeans and I love the little monogram logo on the back pocket. I've also heard incredible things about the pleated wide leg pants. These look so luxurious and I think they have a great price tag. Uniqlo also has excellent jackets, so take a look at their jackets. I love this like barn coat style jacket. There's also more of a like suit jacket, something that's a little bit nicer. Maybe a man in your life might need like a more formal jacket for nice events. And also their puffer vests. I think puffer vests are a great gift as well. It is like one of those like transitional pieces that you're probably gonna wear often throughout the year, but they're not like as expensive as like a big old puffer coat. Okay, let's do some shoe options. I think getting like a general good gym shoe is a safe shoe to buy somebody. I wouldn't want to buy somebody running shoes or something really personal like that, but I think like a general gym shoe is something that they could wear out when they're just chilling, or they can actually wear it while they're doing sports or like working out. These Nike Metcons have excellent reviews and I've heard nothing but good things about. These men's loafers are also beautiful. I think loafers are definitely in style and they might be a type of shoe that your boyfriend or loved one hasn't really tried. These ones from Banana Republic are a dupe for the Row loafers. They're definitely a little bit more expensive, but they are absolutely stunning. I think getting a Headspace subscription is also a great gift. I know a lot of the men in my life also enjoy meditation and stuff like that. So I think getting them an annual subscription to something like Headspace is a great idea, or like the Calm app. These next few gifts are things that my boyfriend has personally received as a gift or asked for as a gift, and I just got his positive reinforcement with them. A mechanical keyboard I think is an excellent idea, especially if that person works from home or is working on their desk setup at home. These keyboards just sound amazing when you're typing on them, and they're definitely a little bit more expensive. It's a nice gift to receive. My boyfriend also has this portable laptop screen that he swears by. He hates working with just a single screen. It is just so convenient when you're moving or you're on the road. My boyfriend absolutely needs 2 screens to do his job. If he's not seated at home with his 2 monitors, he's kind of screwed. I think headphones are an excellent gift to get a guy in your life. So you can do the AirPod Pros, as I mentioned. I think also if they're a runner, I've heard really good things about the Shocks open runs. These apparently do not plug your ear, so it's a lot safer when you're outside. This could be good for anybody who is just regularly walking around. Maybe they walk to work, something like that. These are like a safe and high quality pair of headphones. My boyfriend is a watch person. I like to gift him watches, and he definitely has his eye on a few. So I've heard really good things about the Seiko watches. I recently gifted my boyfriend an Orient watch as well. I also really love the look of this Nixon watch. And lastly, for a more bougie gift for a man, I think getting red light panels is a great idea. My brother has really wanted a red light panel for a long time. These are good for just general health and your skin and things like that. I think this is a great gift idea for the more health conscious person in your life. Okay, that is all of my gift ideas, you guys. I am still thinking of random gifts that pop into my head randomly, but I think I could just go on forever, so I have to cap it out somewhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday gift guide. I will leave links to everything I've shown on the screen down below. I highly recommend just taking the ideas from this video and just thinking about how it could fit for your loved one in your life. But if you're wanting to buy one of the things I've listed, I will definitely leave it linked. Definitely check out the sponsor of today's video, Level 8, in the description box down below. There will be a discount code there for you guys for 10% off. Send them some love, and thank you so much for supporting the sponsors on this channel. I don't do sponsored content often. I really appreciate it when you guys are supportive with the sponsored content. Orlando's here to say goodbye. All right, I will sign off and leave you guys with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday gift guide. I will see you guys in the next video. I have lots of holiday content coming, so